Imagine you start playing Gorilla Tag. You saw the game through one of your favorite YouTubers playing it, and you try it out yourself, but then you realize you're really bad at it. So this video is going to focus on the tips and tricks and probably the basics on how to do most of the common stuff most people do nowadays in Gorilla Tag. Hi, my name is ACRCShorts. I'll be your Gorilla Tag instructor for today. So, to start off with the basics, you see how you have two hands. Your controllers, you have your hands, right? Instead of pushing yourself forward with both arms, instead focus and rely on using both hands, one and the other, to go move at a faster speed. Now, you don't want to push yourself jump or up directly, but rather push yourself at an angle where you get the most distance. So, instead of pushing myself like this, like that, I want to go rather in a straightforward line to where I can get the most distance possible before I reach with the other hand to the floor. Now, there are three main hit points in Gorilla Tag on your body. First is here around your palm, the second is your actual body, and the third is your head. So for example, if I were to put my arm into this, you can see that my fingers go through, but my palm doesn't. So now, what you could do this is you can use this to your advantage. For example, I can put my whole arm through that pole. You see that? My whole arm is in this pole, but yet it still goes through it. So that's how the hitboxes work. Only your palm, your body, and your head count for when someone tags you. We're gonna start with section 1, wall climbing. Wall climbing can be it could be either hard for you or easy for you. To be fair, the method I use is I hold my arms at an angle, same with this one, both of them, and what I do is jump. When my hand touches the wall, I want to push myself to the other wall, and then with the other hand push up against to the other wall too. So for example, I would do that, and then so forth. Once you get the hang of it, you can actually do it pretty quickly. And there we go. There's also a more complicated method, which includes only using one hand, which I can't do that much, but it's the same as doing it with both hands, just that instead you're doing both walls with one hand. So that's basically the section for wall climbing. One tip I would like to include is that you don't have to do it the same as other people do it. Rather, you can develop your own technique that you use. For example, I use this. I turn my actual body. One tip I do recommend is that if you put your hand to an angle, I would recommend putting your whole body facing that angle of your hand, and then switching to the other side when you touch the other side of the wall. It's a great technique. Once you get the hang of it, you don't really have to do that. I started doing it and got the hang of it just to help me, get control of it. Now, the next section, which is section 2, is wall pinching. Now, you can see how this wall has two sides and this little line that sticks out. Instead of that wall, where we use wall climbing, where the walls are going outward, this one is going inward, right? So, the most basic way to wall climb is putting one hand to the side and doing a circular motion inwards toward you. For example, imagine you're doing this, right? Doing a circular motion with your hands, but instead facing towards you. So going like this towards you. So for example, you want to do this, grab with two hands and then pull up, or no, pull down, but also doing that circular motion with your hands. Right? People find it easy to do it here, or you can also do it over there at that wall, which we'll go in now. See, we're at the wall now, and right here also is the same as the tree, where the two sides of the wall are going inward, So, it's the same. Do a circular motion with your hands, but where it pulls you in towards the wall, or in towards this corner of the wall. But also, you have to push down while also pushing into this side. Now, on to section 4, which is probably the most hardest for everybody. For me, it was pretty difficult to get the hang of. I actually don't really got most hang of, or I don't really have much hang of it, but it's wall running. So for wall running, the easiest place that I would recommend to do it is here. because the walls, when you see a slant wall that's not straight, but rather at an angle, that's where it's the best to do it. So, for example, this is what wall running would look like. Rather, I'm not the best at it. I do have some of it down. So, for example, when wall running, you will just want to push straight down by pushing your hand down like that. Also, the same goes for, the right hand. Technically, with both hands, I would recommend doing, doing the wall running with your primary hand, which for me, your dominant hand. For me, it's the right one. So, for example, I would be going this way instead. There we go. I just wall run up the wall. It's pretty easy to get the hang of, but really hard to master. Remember, almost every technique in gorilla tag, or it's easy to get the hang of, but really hard to, be really skilled at it. So, on to the next section. Now, you're going to be presenting yourself seeing gorilla or lava monkeys chasing you, right? Remember, like I stated earlier, only your 3 main body points are the palm, the body, and the head. So for example, there's this technique that most people call, dodging or juking, actually. For example, look, this is an example where you jump, your hand sticks here, and then you pull yourself to the other side and, go the other way. That way, the lava monkeys are chasing you, and they don't expect that. So right here, and then, whoop, like that. So you technically, like I said earlier, your only main body points are this, this, and this. The next tip is always to use your surroundings. So for example, I see that a lava monkey is coming towards me from over there, right? So for example, lava monkey, hello. I'm gonna go, this way, and then boom, jump off. They jumped off, and they went a completely different way because they weren't expecting that. So for this video, this is the last section and probably the most important one. When you're getting chased by lava monkeys, you're gonna see all these trees around you and be like, maybe I could jump to that stick and get away from this lava monkey that's coming up to me. So for example, I could jump, boom, there we go. These, you can call them branching, right? But there's also routes you can follow. For example, I want to go to the top of the tree trunk. So for example, I have the route that I've seen from other people. If I want to go to the top of that bridge, there's this little route that I learned from somebody, which, we could just do this. And, there we go. We're at the top of the bridge. There's also this one, which is to go to the trunk where you follow this. I'll go slowly so you guys can see. Boom. We're at the top of the trunk now. There's a bunch of routes you can develop. You can follow some from your favorite YouTuber or, some that you can develop on your own. Routes are a great way to, escape a monkey that might be unsuspecting and not knowing that you're going to a completely different way. And they're really helpful from getting away from peculiar situations, So, now I'll be posting some clips of me doing some routes that I do to escape lava monkeys. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is the end. I hope you enjoyed the tips and tricks, all the sections of explaining what every single thing does. And if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. It does support me. There's no other way to support me rather than subscribing and liking. So if you did enjoy it, then, that's the best way to support me. But that's the end. Thank you very much for watching.